Hello out there in TV land. How are you? My name is Latoya, and I enjoy cooking and photography. Um, Today, for at my job, I work with mentally disabled people, and I try to cook them awesome meals. Every once in a while. When I first started this job, I did it all the time, and it got really time consuming, and so now I do it probably like once a week or every other week, something like that. So today I made stuffed boneless skinless chicken breast, and my coworker made dressing from scratch, and we also had cornbread. So the chicken breast, let's talk about that. So I went to Harding's, which is having a sale today, and I got 3 chicken breasts, 3 of the most biggest chicken breasts that they had in the thing. And then I brought those back. I cut off all excess fat. I hate fat, so cut off all excess fat, threw all that to the side. And then the chicken breast is kind of like in the U, because it's 2 big chicken breasts, or if you just got the one where it's one-sided, that's fine too. But you need to fillet that in half. Don't fillet it to the point to where you cut it completely off, but you want to keep it where it's like a, like a mouth. So after you do that, then you want to rinse it again, and then you want to lay them out. I use parchment paper to lay them out on. And then I season them with the mesquite Cajun seasoning. At home, I do my own Cajun seasoning from scratch. But at work, that's too time consuming. So I just found one that was close to what I make at home. So the mesquite Cajun seasoning is close to what I do at home. So I sprinkled that on there. I added Italian seasoning, garlic powder, onion powder. Then after you do that and you have it on both sides, I just season one side. Then I take them together and just stir them up and mix them together or whatever to get the season evenly on both sides. And so after that, you take a frying pan of some sort, and you put in your olive oil or your coconut oil, whichever one you like to cook with. Both of those are great choices for healthy eating. And then you take your chicken breasts, just one at a time, and put those in there. So you just want to sear it some to where it like really cooks in the seasoning nicely. You get like a little brown and black on there, or you can grill them, or whatever, to get the brown and black grill on there as well. You want to do that on both sides of it, and then you want to take them out and put them into a baking pan. I use a glass baking pan. I find those to work better for me. And then you put it in there, and then you lay it out with the 2 halves laying upwards and open. And then I used a bag of spring mix or mixed greens. I think I actually got the Power Trio. That's the one I actually bought. And it has I'm about to mess this word up. Crub, is that how you say it, Leanne? Crub, CHURB. It's a type of leaf. And then kale and spinach. But I didn't use the crub. I just used the kale and spinach. So first, after I take it out the skillet, I lay it in the baking pan upward. Then I lay a layer of spinach and then a layer of kale. And then I take shrimp. Now the shrimp, you can do it 2 ways, okay? You can pre-cook the shrimp, or you can buy pre-cooked frozen shrimp and then just add it on there and then sprinkle a little Cajun seasoning on top. So to save time, that's exactly what I did. I took pre-cooked frozen shrimp, sprinkled a little Cajun seasoning on top of the shrimp, and I laid the shrimp on top of the leaves. Then after that, I added cheese. I use a 2% cheese, or you might want to use any type of cheese you want to try. Mozzarella is really good with this deal, so is provolone. I have used both of them with that. After that, what did I do next? Oh, okay. After that, I flipped over the other half that doesn't have the stuff on it and flipped it over on top. And depending on how thick your chicken is, you might want to use a toothpick to keep them closed so that everything steams inside of the chicken and stays inside of the chicken. And so I made a total of 4 of those after filleting just 2 breasts. So I made 4 out of 2 breasts. And then after that, you can take a little bit of chicken broth, just a little bit, pour on top of them, because you got to remember your olive oil and your coconut oil is still coming out of the breast, so you don't want to add a lot. Just a little olive oil, a little bit of chicken broth over it, just a little bit, and then throw it in the oven at 425. Bake for about 20 to 30 minutes, depending on how big your chicken breasts are. And then you know they're done when you see your shrimp. You want to, even though the chicken breast is kind of cooked, you want to cook it in the oven by the shrimp. So once the shrimp is unthawed and the shrimp has like it's shrunken up some and like it's cooked and the shrimp looks pinky instead of see-through, then you know it's all good. Then you take it out and you get this. So yes. And I also made Cajun shrimp, and what I do is the olive oil and the coconut oil you cook your chicken in. You want to save that. I added some chicken broth to that. Whatever seasonings that you want. I just use more Cajun seasoning, and then throw the excess shrimp into it, and then sear it until it turns a dark red or a brownish like color or whatever, to give it a grilled look. And so you want to bring that to a nice boil, then set it to the side after it does that, and let it just sit after it does that. After you stir it up, just let it sit, so then the foam from the boil will settle down on it, and you get this. You get that. Yum. Now, this dish is a little spicy. It is a Cajun dish. If I cook this in New Orleans, they will probably make me sell out in like the first 5 minutes. So yeah, good eating. That's basically how I did it.